Oh, now Baal is here. So
I think it's a good time. You're talking about atheists, and it's a spiritual war, and I think that people really woke up to the spiritual war during COVID. I'm talking about normies that woke up to
yeah,
the agenda, right? It took COVID for that. They said, "What is going on here?" And a lot of that, woke up people to, this 6 feet, and it was just the mask, the lockdowns,
yeah,
the mandates. It was just they way overplayed their hand,
yeah.
right? But they showed their power, man. I have a friend who moved to India when that happened, and he called me and he's like, "Look," and he put the phone outside. Not a car, dude. Not a horn. Nothing. It was so quiet.
In
So
India.
in India,
Yeah,
which is crazy. So could you imagine the power these people have, where they were
yeah.
locking down
And
countries?
yeah, and they want us to focus on the fake gods like Zeus and all those things. But Baal
Yeah.
is the real deal. He
Right.
is mentioned in Bible. He's also mentioned in Quran. So
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, he is. Is the same name?
Same name, Baal. Yeah.
Wow.
So, by the way, nobody was even worshipping Baal in Arabia at the time. So God
Yeah.
was talking about these group which were not even in Arabia because they were the
Who
desert people, right?
Sid, who were the two? There were two fallen angels that taught that.
Harut and Marut.
Okay, and that's only in the Quran, right? I haven't seen
Yeah,
it
yeah,
anywhere
they are in the
else.
Quran too. Yeah, they.
So that happened in Babylon, right? They taught
Yeah,
humans black magic or something, and that's
yeah.
that's the
No, but
That's the
the
Talmud,
way
right?
you talk about it is important, right?
Or
Because God was telling the story about Harut and Marut that happened long time ago in Babylon. But
in
with
Babylon, yeah,
Baal, the tone is different. That you worship you worship a false deity Baal
yeah.
and reject the real God who is me. So God is talking
Mm.
specifically to people that you do that, but we know that nobody was worshiping Baal. They were worshiping Manat and Hubal. That was the deities of Arabia.
Oh,
So who
okay.
were they? There were another group, Jews for sure. So either
Hmm.
God is talking to the Jews or he's talking to the people right now who are like for like all the time where there is like a evil civilization who is working for Baal in the back.
Really, I did not
Interesting.
know that. Yeah, that is interesting. So this video,
By
this
the
is
way,
out
they
of
wrote
Iran.
in that script, like on this statue effigy, they wrote the Arabic version of Baal as well.
Huh.
Really? Okay, maybe do we need audio for this? What does it show
No,
here?
no, no, we don't. You can maybe we get yeah.
Music.
So in
Wow.
the chest there is like Baal written.
666, and they have
Yeah,
the 6-pointed star, and then they have an obelisk.
Really on
yeah,
the nose.
Wow, crazy that Iran did this, huh? And it's right
yeah,
after the Epstein files were released.
yeah. I think they did the open challenge to the spiritual war that okay, all bets are off. Now
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna
yeah.
fight.
There it is in Arabic.
Historically, this is the first time happen. Burning Baal.
So what's up here? Is that Egyptian hieroglyphs or something? And they're throwing rocks
No,
like,
no, no. So it's not hieroglyphics. I think it's in Baal written in different language. So it's in
oh,
Arabic in the
maybe
middle. Yeah,
Farsi or something.
yeah, Farsi, Arabic as well. So
So they're throwing rocks. I'm gonna show the picture that Sid sent. They're
yeah, we'll do
burning.
it after. Yeah,
They're
but this
burning an
is like
effigy.
crazy. Yeah,
It is.
and this is why. First of all, I saw a few rabbis. They said this is the most anti-Semitic thing ever.
Anti-Semitic. Yeah, I saw you share that.
Well, boy, not hiding that at all.
Yeah, and
Uh,
then I
it's
think
anti-Semitic to burn Baal, guys.
yeah, and I think the war with Iran is now confirmed
Yeah,
because
no
they
kidding.
will strike because they challenge their god.
What a fun way to spend an afternoon with your neighbors, though. I have to say,
I'll definitely be there.
I would definitely go to this. This seems great.
By the way, have you noticed something in US? They worship Baal and they burning men, right? Here, they
Oh,
are burning
interesting.
Baal. So this is like contrast, right? You can see the
Right.
contrast in that war. Like one is like opposite side.
Interesting how
both
they
are on
have
the
the
opposite
obelisk, though. I
Yeah.
mean, that's like Freemasonry, you know.
Mhm.
But I guess it probably links because I know the Quran doesn't like pharaohs,
No,
right?
definitely not.
But you sent this, and there's the connection. There's an obelisk
Yeah.
right there. Can
So
you tell us more about
okay,
this?
so so in Islam, people actually this is why I hate Muslims, because they have taken out this, the core of Islam out of it. They are doing rituals. So in Islam
Yeah.
there are two things. One thing is to submit to God, which
Right.
is they just take that part, but there is also a part where you rebuke the evil. So when
Right.
people go to Mecca for the pilgrimage, yes, you do worship by circling around the Kaaba, and then
Mm-hmm.
there is a part of that without
Mm-hmm.
that is incomplete, which is going to this obelisk. There are three obelisks, by the way. So
Oh,
this is
there's
a photo
three.
of one. Yeah. So and you throw rock at it, and you show that you reject the evil. Without that, your pilgrimage is not complete. In order to complete that, you have to rebuke the sorry. In order to do that, you have to rebuke the
Yeah.
evil, and the evil like the main evil is Lucifer in Islam, which is like Satan.
Satan. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
this
this
obelisk,
represents Satan here.
yeah, and so there are three spots, and these three spots like that where three obelisks are there, and they represent the three times Satan came to Abraham and tried to stop him.
Really?
Yeah. So these were the spots they say that Satan came in person and said, "Don't do that." When he was sacrificing Ishmael.
Oh,
The
wait. Did he stop him? So he stopped him from sacrificing?
No,
No.
no, no. He tried to,
Oh,
but
he tried to.
yeah, he said, "Yeah, your God is reject your God," because God has to show, like God didn't want the sacrificing, that He
Hmm.
wanted to show the uh how strong Abraham was. So Satan tried to misguide Abraham on these three places.
Okay, and that's
And
why
this
people
is
throw
where they
rocks.
build the obelisk, and obelisk always represent Lucifer.
Really? I
Yeah,
had no idea about that. That
yeah.
obelisk
By the
represent
way,
Lucifer.
it get decimated every time, and they have to rebuild it.
Of
Because
course.
the millions of people throwing rock at you every day. This
Right.
thing get it
I think it's
destroyed, and
that
they rebuild it.
at least at a minimum, I think it's like a deflationary thing. If you're mad at your life or something, you're having bad luck, sitting there
Yeah,
and throwing a rock at Satan for causing that is, I mean, it's like a pressure valve.
yeah,
It's I mean, right now we have movies that do that. That
yeah.
revenge movies that, oh, we're gonna win against the evil cabal, which never happens. But types,
Never,
Yeah.
never.
yeah, these types of movies are just like a pressure valve, and
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
why actually they put the obelisk next to Baal, because Baal is not like the supreme evil.
Mhm.
He worked for the supreme evil, which is Lucifer.
So
So
he's
there
like a
is a
demon.
symbol that he's a representative of Lucifer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it always goes back to the spiritual war that's going on, and
it is. Yeah,
uh, that's the thing with atheists and materialists, and and then scientism, right? When everything has to be measured in
yeah.
the material
After
world.
Epstein file, like, come on, stop it.
Yeah,
You know what's
exactly.
happening. You're fool.
Right.
Because if there is no God, then why they are doing this satanic stuff? There is
Exactly.
something here.
I mean, yeah, and we've played clips before. There are some rabbis that say that that they want to bring God down to earth. Like they don't care about the afterlife or going to God. They want to bring God down here, and
Exactly.
their ideology is that you have to do as much sin as possible, right, to
Yeah.
bring God down. That he has to clean the place or reset it
Yeah.
or something. Yeah,
But this is a problem with these like beliefs, because they think God have to come down. What I believe is God is already here. God is
yeah,
everywhere.
he's
Yeah,
everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
everywhere. So
I
just
was,
be
I was,
aware.
I did. I think I told you this. I did a deep dive after you told me of Ibn Arabi, and
Yeah,
I just went into all these videos and the whole insan, al kamil, right, is what they call it, the the complete human, right,
yeah,
which is they're saying basically like that the human being is divine, and the entire cosmos is a not a human being but a being like humans. Does that make
yeah,
sense? Like if you
yeah.
say that
That concept is Vadatul Wujud. I think we are still not understanding.
but that's an attribute only of God.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it's God. It's an
yeah,
attribute, right?
yeah.
Is what they say.
And
Yeah,
this is
it's
where people
super
mistook
fascinating.
Ibn Arabi, because Muslims think that he's saying that he is God, but I don't think he is saying that. I think
No, he's not.
people are not understanding it. I think
He's
even
saying it's like the
religion,
universe is holographic, which is what
yes,
science is catching up to now.
up to now,
That
right? You
yeah,
said that 1,000 years ago.
right. That the
Yeah.
whole is in the very small, right? So
Yes.
basically, that's what he was saying. He was saying the entire universe is within us because that's the holographic principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, super fascinating. So it is a spiritual war for sure, and they know this. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
So
this is
she
wild.
was behind Bondi, you guys. This
Oh,
lady right here.
she was behind Bondi. Okay.
Yes, when Bondi was doing the crazy shit show,
Man, she
she
is
was
demonic. Look at her
she was
face.
behind her. Yeah, and
I think she's probably on a lot of pills, like she's on a lot of medication.
so there's some red pine. So Stacey Plaskett was not only on Epstein's island and texting him during a congressional hearing, she's also the woman from this viral MK Ultra video. He thinks they're reptilians, and if you haven't seen this video, it is disturbing.
With FBI employee Roya Demlow, who you just spoke about, which took place on July 17, 2023. In that line, she says, the question was asked, okay, if someone were to leave here today, were to leave this interview and were to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden, that the contents belonged to Hunter Biden, and that the contents had not been manipulated in some way, would they be representing what you said, correct? Answer by Ms. Demlow. They would be representing what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that. They would be misrepresenting what I said because I don't have much knowledge
Good
of
Lord in
that.
heaven.
Because this committee likes to misrepresent or leave off complete sentences of what individuals said, I'd like to introduce this into the record at this time. Thank you.
Yeah, reptilian handler we got over there.
No kidding. I don't know how. Well, I do know how, but I mean, it just seems like every single person in politics is just a ghoul or a reptilian. Like they are just the most evil, crazy
Yeah.
people. I mean, look at her face.
Yeah. And here are the emails. Congressman Stacey Plaskett is asking if she could meet with you face to face. This is an email to Jeffrey Epstein. Talking about Plaskett here. That is just so disturbing. Yeah. And then of course we got these Majestic 12.
Yeah. I watched that the basement episode did with I don't remember the guy's name, episode 2 though, where they talk about
Oh yeah, I saw that too. The basement one, the new
MJ12 to JFK assassination, everything. It was great.
It was really good. Yeah, he's a Templar, or he's head of the Templar Order or something.
No, that's the newest one. It was the guy before him. He worked for Boeing and
yeah, the Boeing one. Yeah, I saw that too. That was that's the one I saw. It's amazing. That guy was like
I don't think
genius.
I've seen that one.
I think you have. You told me you did when we were texting the other day.
Was that so? Oh, that was his first one.
The first one was with his wife. The second one was the guy I'm talking about. The third one was the guy who was a Templar.
Okay, second one. Okay, yeah, I didn't see the one with his wife. Oh, that's cool. I'd love to meet her. I mean, she was on camera and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. Okay, so I haven't seen that one. That means I saw the second one and the third one.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, they talked about MJ12 really in depth and how it's evolved and all this other stuff, and it fits really neatly into this thing here.
Yeah. So this is
his name is Mike Barra.
Ah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that guy. So MJ12, Majestic 12, of course, under the House of Rothschilds. I mean, this right here should be here. Like, why does it start with the Krupp bloodline and then the McDonald?
Yeah, I know. Like, Rothschild should be at the very top.
I mean, yeah, especially like CFR. The CFR is here, right? Council of Foreign Relations. Mm-hmm. That represents the Rothschilds. Everyone knows that.
Illuminati is there.
Yeah.
Rockefeller. Yeah. The names of names over here. Trilateral Commission.
Yep. Trilateral Commission. And Epstein was part of the Trilateral Commission. What was someone like Epstein? Because it was the Rockefellers that created the Trilateral Commission, and it was to unite North America with Japan. Was it Europe? That's the third one. Yeah.
It was US, just, global government stuff.
Yeah, but it was 3 regions. So it was Europe, North America, and Japan, right? And he had leaders that were in there, and then all of a sudden we find out that Jeffrey Epstein was part of the Trilateral Commission.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that we found out about Jeffrey Epstein. He wasn't peddling to just one or two governments. He was peddling to everyone. You know, what better, if you're trying to build a global empire, global government? What better person to have in your committee is a global pedophile?
Yeah. He was like into everything, even gaming. Now I'm remembering people were asking his like the reason why we have in-game purchases and subscription model is because of Epstein.
Yeah, it's crazy that he was all over the place. Did you guys see the story a couple weeks ago that his Fortnite account was active?
Oh,
yes.
And the Fortnite people had to come out and say, "Oh no, someone just changed their gamer profile to his name." This is kind of like, I don't know.
It gives you a record of that, and there's no record of that. There was no change of name, right? That name, and it's Little Saint Jeffrey. What Saint Little Saint Jeffrey was the email or username.
What a fucking creep.
Yeah.
And,
and this conspiracy about like he's alive is getting more and more stronger. Recently, now there is a new conspiracy going on that Ghislaine Maxwell, who is in prison, is not actual Ghislaine Maxwell.
I was looking at that today, Sid. I was just looking at that today. The picture they've got of her, the side-by-side comparison is crazy.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Oh, by the way, somebody did run it on, the face, on AI face comparison tool.
Yeah.
And it says it's not the same person.
I think I have that queued up. Wait a minute. Should we
how screwed up and corrupt is our government that even Ghislaine Maxwell not really in prison? Good Lord in heaven.
Dude, these are powerful people.
Allegedly.
Right? Yeah. Allegedly, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, let's throw that.
We don't want to get sued by Alan Dershowitz.
Yeah.
Man, that guy is so disgusting. Like, there's no way they believe in an afterlife. There's no way they believe in a God.
Yeah.
To just blatantly lie. It's just, I mean, Dershowitz won't stop. He just won't stop. He goes endlessly, goes on Piers Morgan and fights with Bassem Youssef.
It was amazing, man.
Yeah.
He was saying, show me. And then Bassem showed the New Yorker article where it was claimed that. And he was like, oh, it is something else. Yeah. Fuck
He's
off,
like,
man.
Lies. You are peddling in lies.
I'm going to sue you.
Yeah.
He sounds like Philip Glass.
Right. It's exactly what it is. So this, you sent me this, Topher, about it was that the U.S. government has been using highly developed and classified technology to conduct mind control experiments on citizens.
Yeah, I mean it's not really all that far fetched. Like if anyone, if you think back to the ads during the Super Bowl this year, it's all there. No one was advertising products; they were advertising messaging, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Same kind of deal. Even my brother, who's a little bit more, he's less of a conspiracy mind than I am. He even pointed it out when we're like, what is this commercial for? And he pointed out, he goes, no, it's not for anything. It's just to keep delivering the message. And it's just like, oh, so right.
Yeah. And it's becoming increasingly more like that, right? I mean, yeah, there's hardly any products. It was all shaping the narrative is what they want to do.
Yeah, because products are not even real, right? Most of them are fake. That was just all about like making money. Most of the product people use, even beauty products, they are just fake, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
So
real.
fake.
A lot of them are like pharmaceutical advertisement.
There were a ton of those.
Yeah,
there were so many commercials for the weight loss medications, which I find very interesting because if you guys remember just a few years ago, everything was about the fat positivity movement and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They've totally changed gears. They figured out they could make way more money by selling weight loss drugs, and so that whole narrative completely disappeared like overnight.
Everyone is on those.
Remember there was one slogan that obese is the N-word for the fat people.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Thank God that whole woke shit is finished with.
Yeah, it's not though.
I mean, it's not gonna be as easy, I think, as
I don't think people will fall for that same way that they were in 2020.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So this was also in the Epstein files, a newly surfaced document from the DOJ release. Quote, on some point in time, Jeffrey Epstein worked for the United States government as a financial bounty hunter. He has retained significant political connections with both Israel and the United States.
Whoa. I thought Epstein was a Russian plant.
Yes, there are. Yes, he's definitely a Russian plant.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, especially with people like Ehud Barak, Les Wexner, George Mitchell, Bill Richardson, Bill Clinton, and Doug Band.
Yeah,
All
but what
Russian.
about the Dow? The Dow.
What about the Dow? Yes,
About the
exactly.
Dow.
Well, before we get to that, actually,
We'll go to them. But this is a joke I will constantly say for the rest of my life. So
Topher, you love Trevor Moore. So do I.
I do.
He
Rest
was
in peace, Trevor Moore.
Yeah, rest in peace. He was a huge loss, and I've never seen this though, and this was before he passed away by being
course.
thrown off a balcony, right?
Yeah.
jump off the balcony, man.
Yes, jumped off the balcony. Sorry, yes.
I think
Allegedly
the official story is he drunkenly fell.
Yeah, sure. But he was a visionary. He's one of those quote unquote schizos that tries to tell the normies of what's really going on, but he did it through comedy, which many comedians do.
Yeah.
Right. But I've never seen this, and this is a crazy story. He's linking Epstein with COVID.
Okay, so Jeffrey Epstein, he was also obsessed with bioengineering. So he had all of these scientists that he would donate money to their charities, and he would have them work on things and stuff. But what I heard, and this is completely unsubstantiated, but I heard it and I thought it was fascinating, was that he also had these same guys, because they were disease specialists and everything like that. He had them design a novel coronavirus that was his kill switch. Basically, like, that was his trump card, which is like, I don't go to jail or I release this shit. And like, it's like one of these things where if I don't keep entering in a thing every 30 days, I die. In like October or November, his kill switch went off. And that's when the disease got introduced into the world until it became what we do today. I don't believe it.
I'm with you. I don't believe that for a second, but that's a goddamn great conspiracy theory.
I love it, and I'm going to spread it as much as I can.
I believe it. I believe, especially there's that whistleblower from the NIH. It's on a peer review. It's a peer reviewed journal, right? That he wrote. He said that he saw Mossad agents within NIH or NIAD, whatever it's called, that Fauci, whatever Fauci worked. He said that he saw Mossad agents doing this research, and that they quoted that they want to stop the next Holocaust from happening. Right?
That's why it didn't affect the Jews.
I also think it's worth
really sorry.
I think it's worth pointing out a big story that came out last week or the week before was the virus lab. I think there's a couple of them that have been found recently.
Oh yeah, Vegas and LA. They're Israelis.
Yeah. And they are Israelis. The only reason I don't believe that conspiracy theory that they were just talking about is because I think coronavirus would have been more deadly had it been released by Epstein.
No, because
no, man, they thought it would be deadly because remember when it first came out, and then I think they try to play God, and then it just doesn't work out. You know?
Exactly. I think they didn't consider God in the equation, right? They thought they will release the virus and it will destroy. It just didn't work, but then they forgot that God is also working on the behind, right? Exactly. He gave us immunity, so we survived. But COVID was planned pandemic to kill a lot of people. It didn't work out the way they thought.
Now I'm not saying that the jab won't. Oh, dude, this episode is gonna get.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. You said the JAB word. You can't say that.
No, right? Yeah, exactly. But it's a ticking time bomb, and we're losing so many people at early ages with turbo cancers. And we're coming up to that because it was 2021 or 2022. So we're looking at this year and next year. We're going to be seeing a lot of deaths because of it. So, but Trevor Moore brought us skits like this, which is he was signing with the Illuminati, which is hilarious. He was just he was a great pattern detector, right?
Also, that guy that he was talking to in that last video, Zach Kreger, he's the director of that movie Weapons that just came out.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I did not know that. Nice catch. Right. I haven't seen that movie. Is it good?
It's very good.
Horror
movie. So if you like horror, definitely check it out. I feel like anyone who likes horror has probably already seen it. It's been out for like a year now. Anyway,
Oh, cool,
really
cool.
good.
You just saw Begonia too. That was a great movie, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Somewhat.
I don't want to get in Topher's media corner, but that movie really fucking pissed me off. I texted you right after I finished it.
Yeah. It was a nice surprise to me. I wasn't expecting much out of it.
It was a good movie, but holy cow! You want to talk about subliminal messaging and controlling the narrative?
Yeah.
That movie is the #1 suspect.
Right. I agree. This is Thomas Massey, and
The
he's
greatest man on earth.
He really
Because-
is.
yeah.
I mean, if you talk about, I'm not going to say human. I mean, some humans can be angelic, but he's still human. He's flawed, obviously.
No, because I will say that nobody was afraid to talk about it. He stood up with Rokhana. We also have to mention him because they worked together and they took on the whole spiritual and this world. They took on the president of the United States and they won. They are amazing people.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone should go out and support Massey. Send him money. He has people on the Epstein list, billionaires on the Epstein list, going after him and putting negative ads in his.
Yeah, they're funding against his campaign. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and these are foreigners. They are foreigners doing this. Meddling in our elections. Of one of the most idealistic men in Congress. He's very principled. He votes on principle. He doesn't care about party. He just cares about the Constitution and us, which. I wish if Congress was if most of Congress was like this guy, we'd be living in a utopia.
Invite him on the show.
He
does follow me. I could DM him. Imagine we get Massey. That's hilarious.
That would be
don't do it right now because he's too busy. If you want to DM him when he's not that busy. Because right now he's extremely busy.
Yeah, and in this clip, he tells us why Trump was very hesitant to release the Epstein files.
It's that simple.
Why do you think he is working so hard not to get them released for so many months? What do you think the real reason is?
These files implicate billionaires and friends of his and political donors that he's trying to protect. And Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this. And I do believe they'll try to stop it somewhere else. And that's going to backfire on them too.
So the president.
Simple.
There you have it. He said he's protecting his billionaire donors and his friends, and Epstein was implicated with U.S. and Israeli intelligence.
Wait, what about the Russian intelligence?
Oh yeah, he must have not seen that.
Rare L by Massey there.
Isn't it so crazy how they're trying to push the whole Russian thing?
I know.
It's going to work on a huge percentage of the population. You know it.
Well, you think if it had worked last time, then they'd be so happy to try it again. But the fact that it didn't work last time and it probably isn't going to work this time either. But who knows? Who knows?
It just shows you their playbook is so old now.
It really is. Right. They don't change their tactics.
And maybe this playbook is the same one that's been played over and over again on civilizations. And then when it stops working, you just have to reset the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're at that stage, I guess.